bloggers. How did Scientologists react to the obvious and serious anti-Scientology, unethical behavior that David Miscavige's sister was involved in via drugs/alcohol when it was reported on back in 2013? I'd imagine it made the local paper due to the connection to the elephant in the area. I'd suppose under the radar's regular public and maybe some brave personnel circulated it via social media and the like, and the stories on the bunker. Not to mention it sounds like a full-out PR flap in the eyes of David Miscavige. I wonder if/how he explained this to his whales/celebrity followers, considering how close to the center his sister was or is. Thank you and keep up the amazing information. What you are doing is important. Well, thank you very much. Actually, I think you might be assuming a little much in terms of how much information got to Scientologists about that particular story. I never heard one peep about that story within the world of Scientology. That story actually came out, that all happened back in 2013 when I was just out of the Sea Org and was starting to read online what was going on. If I recall correctly, at least that's when I found out about it. Let me put it that way. Maybe it might have happened earlier, but that's when I first heard about it. And I was like, David Miscavige has a twin sister? I didn't even know that much. I had no idea he had a sister. She was never discussed or talked about within the Sea Org, ever. So to see David Miscavige's face with woman's hair and stuff in a mugshot on TV was, or not on TV, but in the I think Pinellas paper or St. Pete Times or something. I mean, that was like, what? And then of course seeing it on the underground bunker. So I was still a Scientologist when I found out about that and when that happened. And I mean, there was nothing ever spoken about it within the world of Scientology at all. In fact, I think I brought it up to my then girlfriend or fiance, back in when I was in Minnesota. I think I brought it up to her, like, did you know David Miscavige had a twin sister? So I was the one talking about it as a Scientologist, but nobody else was. And I brought it up in hushed tones. I brought it up like, do you know it? Have you seen, do you know? Like, how do you even bring something like this up with other Scientologists? I didn't dare. I certainly didn't post about it on social media, and no other Scientologists and I was friends with a few of them at that point on social media, none of them were discussing this or posting it. And for those of you who don't know, she is a landlord. She and her husband down in Florida at the time were landlords, and they were accepting drugs in exchange, in payment for their apartment rentings. So this became, so she got arrested, she got busted for this and ended up in jail, and that's how it got on in the newspaper. So anyway, it was reported on, and then you kind of didn't really hear a whole lot more about it. I'm sure OSA swooped in and shut down any other media connected with it, or certainly tried to, and tried to, just quiet that thing down and pay whoever had to be paid to just shut up about it. And I'm pretty sure that's how it was dealt with, because we never heard about it again after that.